Good afternoon, I am William Theo, and this is PTV News Now. We kick off this auspicious holiday afternoon with DepEd Chief Sonny Angara spearheads the country's delegates to the 13th ASEAN Education Ministers meeting in Buriram, Thailand, and has pushed the agenda for a more intensified digital education among all member nations in the alliance. Angara underscored the crucial importance and urgency of getting students in all ASEAN member states up to speed in learning digital technology and tools of the trade to step up and meet the challenges of the future. He urged all education ministers and authorities in the member states to craft and adopt digital tech policies in their education portfolios. Secretary Angara speaks whereof he stands given the number of digital education initiatives launched to include Digital Education 2028, CHED's Higher Education Digital Integration, and TESTA's Digital Skills Training and Technical and Vocational Education Program. The Philippines has been in the thick of fleshing out the bullet points in its digital education agenda, given its position as president of the Southeast Asian Education Ministers Organization Council from the years 2023 to 2024. Meanwhile, tensions surged in the region between Iranian-backed militant group Hezbollah and the Israeli Defense Forces over the weekend, as both groups traded hundreds of drone and airstrikes against each other. Israel launched its attack as a preemptive strike against the more capable Hezbollah fighters, who struck thereafter, making good on its vow to avenge the death of one of its commanders killed in an airstrike by the IDF barely 2 weeks ago. And even after the barrage of missile and rocket fire between the two, the day ended with both sides vowing a resumption of the same type of attacks going forward. For its part, Hezbollah only targeted military installation and camps inside Israel and carefully avoided any airstrikes in civilian locations in the Holy Land. This latest round of deadly exchange of fire between Hezbollah and the IDF comes as Israel and Hamas negotiate a U.S., Qatar, and Egypt ceasefire deal in Cairo. Russia and Ukraine hold a swap of prisoners since the latter's latest foray into Russia's Kursk region, and on this auspicious event of Ukraine's 33rd Independence Day celebration. VOA's Anna Shevnikova reports from inside Kyiv.
Voice of America attended the 55th exchange of the prisoners of war between Ukraine and Russia, which happened symbolically as Ukraine celebrates its 33rd Independence Day. This is the first prisoner exchange between the two countries since Ukraine began its operation in the Kursk region. 115 Ukrainian prisoners of war returned home. According to the Ukrainian Coordination Headquarters for the Treatment of Prisoners of War, all servicemen are conscripts, including those who were captured in the first months of Russia's full-scale invasion in February of 2022.
Today we managed to return 115 of our heroes home, and the total number of our freed citizens to date is not 3,405, but 3,520 heroes and heroines.
Ukrainian soldiers look exhausted but happy to be home. Many of them, like Yevhen, who did not want to give his full name for security reasons, spent 2.5 years in Russian captivity.
2.5 years. It is, of course, very difficult, but it's okay. We endured. Our boys are still there, waiting to return home. We spent so much time in captivity, I think not for nothing. Most of the boys who were exchanged will continue their service. We will continue to defend our motherland. The main thing is to hold on, not to give in. They will soon break their teeth on us.
It's very difficult to be in captivity there, thousands of kilometers from home. Very hard.
President Volodymyr Zelensky says that one of the main goals of the Ukrainian operation in the Kursk region is to increase the exchange fund and return Ukrainian prisoners.
In general, this operation became our largest investment in the process of freeing Ukrainian men and women from Russian captivity. We've already captured the largest number of Russian prisoners in one operation, and this is a significant result. It is one of our goals.
This exchange took place 3 weeks after Ukraine's surprise incursion into Russia. According to Ukrainian officials, Ukrainian forces have already captured thousands of Russian servicemen. Many of them are conscripts. The Russian social movement for the search and return of Russian military personnel from captivity reported that 115 Russian conscripts were returned to Moscow as a part of the exchange. While there is no official confirmation that these Russian conscripts were captured in the Kursk region, many in Ukraine believe the operation in Kursk will improve the chances of the Ukrainian prisoners of war coming home. Anna Chernikova, VOA News, Kyiv.
And we've come to the end of the afternoon edition. Join us anew later on for the evening news break edition. Remember to always stay connected by catching the news right here. I am William Theo, and thank you for watching PTV News Now.